Ladies and gentlemen, we're live, we're rocking and rolling. We are going to react to Nvidia, which had an absolute monster day. So we're gonna watch those earnings come in live, and then just ultimately see. I got to say, first and foremost, I bought a bunch of Nvidia shares. That was the other day. I already sold them. There was a run up into earnings, and just why why not? Why not when there's an absolute run up like this? I caught the dip. I absolutely sent it. I put my stop loss at 196.85. I want to say that's where I put it at. Anyway, so that did tag out. And then after that, I did buy SOXS really cheap. We got a split coming up. We got a reverse split. And this is what a lot of these, this is a 3 times ETF. So as the semiconductor sector goes down, this one will go up. Now, just like every leveraged ETF, I say this all the time, they race to zero, they reverse split, and then they do it again. So, there's that. Let's get the live chat rolling. All right. So what I'm hoping for is a red reaction, really. I mean, markets overall today absolutely sent it. I don't know if we even had a little hiccup or not. Yeah, we just a quick little, a brief sideways action. We found about 3 sellers there. Want to remind everybody that was a zone, and then sent it up anyway. As far as the expected moves, we're not even. Yeah, we're just above. We're just above the open for the week. NASDAQ absolutely killing it. We blasted right through that on the NASDAQ. I'm kind of thinking there's going to be a red reaction and come back down. Now, I got to say, this is kind of cool. I really thought this was going to break down. I have an SQQQ position as well, and I kind of thought we would see the lower highs continue and this would break. But it kind of looks like Nvidia is going to save the day. Give me one. I'm on the right channel. Okay. All right. So as far as the Qs go, expected move, still same thing. Grandpa Dow. We're right in a zone. That looks like a. Sorry, I should fill this in for people. Grandpa Dow right in a zone right now. So it'd be about time for Nvidia to just reject and head south. There was a ton of bullish activity as far as Nvidia goes. And then at the end of the day, there was some bears coming in, and even after that, after some bears came in, there was even some Nvidia bulls left over, which was wild. Okay, 32, you guys here? Yo, what's up? I was just gonna say, hey, are we? I want to make sure I'm not private. Okay, we're public. Okay. Oh, we need way more thumbs up than that. Way more thumbs up. If you're here, give me a solid and hit that thumbs up button for me real quick. I don't think the earnings probably are not out yet. This is nothing. Nvidia will likely move more than that. Usually it's like a 12, maybe $15 move. I looked up earlier and someone said 15, and I didn't think that was correct. I thought it was a little bit less than that. It's not an absolute cinder on earnings. Although the day they come out and things are bad, it will be an absolute move. So if you bought Nvidia even this morning, if that was the earnings, you're still golden. Now, if you bought calls or puts, you're absolutely crushed. The volatility on this was pretty high. So no matter what, if it doesn't have an absolute monster move, the winners so far are going to be the option sellers for sure. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up. We did double our thumbs up. I need about 45 more of you to do that. And then I guess while you're here, comment where you at, where you from, what you doing. I don't usually stream this early. Usually the Wednesday streams are, 3 hours from now? But I figured I'm at my desk. Let's just watch this all live together and kind of see if Nvidia saves the day and pushes the markets to all-time highs, or if we're just headed south. What's everyone's vote right now? Before earnings come out, are you bullish or bearish? Right now, it's going to be, you might as well get those thumbs working and the keyboards rocking, because we're going to wait. We're waiting. Should we open up a pack? We've been doing a Pokemon pack at the end of every stream. Should we do that now? Should we get it out of the way? Or, what are we doing here? Both? You have 2 positions? So long and hedge. Now, to be clear, the shares that I bought, those what already did tag out. I still have all my original Nvidia shares. That is my investment account, trading account. If you're in my group, you saw I bought the Nvidia shares. And that was for like the reason why I bought shares instead of calls, and I bought quite a bit more, just because I knew it would take more capital, but at the same time I'd be able to manage it after hours, because I kind of thought Nvidia would be green. I just didn't think it would stick. But when they're saying here's a bunch of free money and you don't have to roll the dice, then I take it almost every time. In Georgia, hoping something happens to make my TLT call send it. Probably won't be Nvidia that does that. No, you're gonna need something a little more on the macro side of things. This is the fun part. This is what Brad used to go live and do, huh? We just sit here and we just chat. While we're here, any other tickers we need to be looking at? This time works great. I never know when you're coming on in the evening. Yeah, you gotta have those notifications on. It's crazy. I'm kidding. Usually it's the same time, Sunday and Wednesday. Should be 6:15-ish. Central time, real people time. 7 if you're on the East Coast. That's what we do today. Today, well, we opened up at 194. We closed at 195.63. So you're up 37 cents right now after hours. Now you'll see the earnings move, because you'll see probably some wicks almost instantly to one, if not both the sides. And then you'll see it start to move. And then what's going to happen is we'll give my opinion, we'll do all that, and then later tonight it's going to actually completely change and do something different, which is why I don't really care for the earnings reaction live videos, because you go through all this breakdown and what's next, and then by morning time it's completely irrelevant. Red Cat Holdings. This kind of looks like the NASDAQ. Like we're just getting ready to break through to the south side. It ends up holding. Right here, though, would be my. So we dropped, based out, drop. We rejected. We based out. We bounced. Tried to fake you out. Kind of based. Just below it. And that's where my zone would be. As far as sellers go, you know something's going on right here. Yeah, it'd have to be that. If you do want magic zones, that's where they would be at. Yeah, right there. What are some other sympathy tickers? We don't cry and hold hands around here, so I don't know. What are some other sector tickers you might mean? Well, there's SOXS that I'm in. Now, if Nvidia were to tank, this will go up. There's SOXX, which is a long. There's SOXL, which is also the 3 times ETF. I would almost want to short that. What we got? AMD. I doubt TSM will move. Did we not do AMD's expect to move this week? I guess. No, that's off. Yeah, because today's Wednesday, right? Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Yeah, so we should be up there. Today is Wednesday, right? Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, wait. Is that right? So today's Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Friday. Oh, so never mind. We can just scratch what I said. If I was a real cool YouTuber, this would be pre-recorded. I would really pretend I knew what I was talking about, and then I would just edit that out. Have you decided on doing YouTube through 2027? 2027 is at least what I'm doing, for sure. Because at that point, I've been on YouTube for 10 years. Now, I've either taken off and this is a real thing, or no. 2027 is the deciding year. I'll at least be here until 2027. So I'd focus up until then at least, in case I decide to say I've had enough. If you guys all happen to be new here, I did not set out to be a YouTuber. People just found out I was a trader, started asking me questions, and I actually don't like repeating myself. So I figured I'll just make a video, and I'll post it. That way I can just say, here's a link. Stop talking. And then it kind of turned into this. But I also have some other thoughts. There's another YouTube channel I thought about making, and I'm kind of back and forth. And actually, while we wait, we can talk about this. So there's evergreen content, which is content that you can look up no matter what the time is. I can put that video out today. Yesterday, I did a Garmin versus Apple Watch. Smartwatch comparison. Doesn't really matter if you watch it yesterday, if you watch it tomorrow. You know, if we can watch Nvidia, it's going to be about as relevant today, tomorrow, maybe next week for sure. It's probably already not worth watching. You know, so that's not evergreen. So I was going to make another channel that's just all evergreen stuff. You know, definitions, bonds, what's going on with the market, everything about wealth. But there's going to be a video a week. Would you put that on a separate channel? Or would you just put it on here and make it like a Tuesday thing? Something along the lines of, you know, kind of like Andre Jick or Graham Stephan. They do a couple wealth videos that are relevant, probably more so on the month. You know, not quite daily stuff. But I'm thinking either, because that's always easier content because things are always changing. There's only so many how-to videos you can make. Would you prefer that on another channel or this one? Bitcoin had a green day. Can't really say the downtrend has changed yet. I don't think it's going to change for a while. I think Bitcoin's going to, green day. We're still at that weekly zone. I'm thinking 50 to 40 is where I'm really going to be buying Bitcoin. I don't know if we get to the 30s. That would be cheap. That would be very, very cheap. Sub 50, I'm really buying. I bought my last coin at 50, so I'm thinking sub 50. If we could just get to 40, that would be great. I think it continues the grind up. I think we see just a normal crypto winter like we normally do. I think it'll start to slow down. This does not constitute slowing down. I think we'll see. You'll hear people talk about this is the new price of Bitcoin. This is what it's actually worth, you know, kind of thing. And it should be somewhere around this sub 50 mark. Put the education content on this channel. Okay. So just keep it all under the Don Fron show name. The only thing that sucks about this channel is I took a break, which is why a lot of people don't get notifications for whatever year it was. Got burnt out. I really did. And when you take a break, take a month off or something from YouTube, oh man, they don't like it. They don't like it at all. So notifications don't really go out, quite literally at all. You know, over 100,000 subscribers and you get 1,000 views. 1% of you watched it. 1% of you probably only even knew it was in existence. Keep this one and just make different playlists for the topics. Yeah, what really spurred on the other channel was you start fresh on YouTube, and maybe they push your stuff out again. Because it used to be very different. Everyone used to know when I was live, and now no one knows. Right now, there's, 73 of you guys? 73, and only 33 of you hit the thumbs up button. See what I'm saying? That's kind of what makes me want to go start another channel. Saucy says, question mark. Got a lot of questions? Or is that literally just one question? Oh, let's get the extended hours on. All the other YouTubers are usually on something cool like the 5-minute time frame. Let's get emotional. I'll leave the expected moves on here because this is what market makers had priced in. These are those two white dashed lines, top and bottom of the screen. So anything inside there, and if you bought calls or puts, you're probably losing money. Unless you had a remarkable execution. So if we don't see it go off the screen here, just know that you're probably down tomorrow. And that's it. This is often why options sellers win. Especially, man, on options, I should have sold. I didn't, but really I should have sold some Nvidia calls. After that run up, I could have sold some calls for this Friday. And probably just the definition of free internet money, for sure. Hey, there we go. We're above the 50% like ratio. Let's keep that up. Who remembers that? We got to keep it above the 50%. I got a plus sign with a notification down here. What does that mean? Start a poll. Here we go. Okay. Let's make sure everyone answers this, since you guys' thumbs are probably broken and you can't type. Nvidia, bullish or bearish reaction? Let's go bullish. I can't type. Bearish. All right, started polling the chat. Let's go. Everyone get your vote on. There's Casey. She made it. 86% bullish. You guys were real quick on that bullish reaction. Even after the push it had into earnings, you guys still think bullish, huh? Now, the story behind that with the power of hindsight will be like, somebody knows something, which is the heads and tails to this coin is somebody knows something. That's why they were buying it up before, or somebody knows something and they kind of created that hype to create that exit liquidity because they wanted to buy, they wanted to get out of their position, or somebody wanted to buy cheap puts. Again, we won't know until the reaction. Let's get to the 5 minutes. Kind of rough. It's kind of hard to watch. Moon Gang. Gonna need to be that Moon Gang. What are people usually watching on Twitter? I can start searching. Or X. Is X normal now? Like if I say, I'm watching on X, do people know that now? Let's see. Jeremy Lefebvre says AMD could go to $300 to $400 within the next 4 months. That'd be wild. What are we searching? NVIDIA. Is there a difference in content between the Patreon and school sites? No. No, and honestly, school, Case, have to correct me if I'm wrong. School, I think, has the monthly option as well. Through those, you'll get access to the Discord where you'll see everything. That's more important. School, I think, is a little more active, gets more clips, but like it used to be, Patreon was like the monthly thing, and school is the one-time payers that like that, where I'm posting everything that I'm buying and selling in real time. But don't confuse that with the call-out service. I'm just here to talk about what I do. That's it. A lot of people agree with what I do, and their numbers are very similar to mine. But someone said, NVIDIA miss. That was 14 seconds ago. Let's see. Puts and calls, can't lose, says someone who has no idea what options are. Earnings are in 1 minute. Okay, so they're releasing them at 3:20. What's our... Oh, come on, guys. We're at the poll in the chat is a 50% bullish, 50% bearish. There's 100 of you here right now. I need at least another 50 of you to hit the thumbs up button. It's only good karma for you. You want your trades to be red or green? Just saying. The thumbs up button is free karma. Get you some free karma. Why not? Just hit the thumbs up. And we'll see where, I guess at 3:20, man, X is crazy. You just got to keep refreshing and keep refreshing. There's just a million more things. Here comes the excitement. If it releases at 3:20. Maybe there's an internet lag. Maybe they have Sprint. Yeah, I have it on latest just to see what everyone's doing. This will likely move the market to as well, overall futures and everything. But we're just hanging out. The entire world conference. The entire world is waiting for Jensen's press release. Everyone's where'd that go? Everyone's waiting for the Nvidia report like the white smoke at the Vatican when they choose a pope. Let's see. My Nvidia calls from last week printed today. Yeah, well, Ace of Trades, hopefully you close those. Hopefully. I mean, hopefully, man, if you bought calls for Nvidia and you didn't close them today, man, what were you waiting on? After a run up like that, you participated in the run up. I don't know if this is real. EPS 158 beats estimate. Earnings per share 158. Estimated 153. This is on Twitter, so we'll have to see. Okay, data center 61 billion. Record AI demand surging. Gross margin 75% above forecast. Q1 guidance 74 billion above the 72 billion. That's Twitter, so we'll see. If that were what a nice beating expectations. So it looks like those might be the numbers. If the stock, if that's out and the stock moves this much, you guys are cooked. If you bought any options on that. Of course, we'll have to wait for the earnings call. Usually there's a move on the numbers. Yeah, so this isn't. That's going to be wild. Can you imagine if this was Nvidia's move and that's all it did? Oh, yikes. The amount of people that just got screwed on their earnings play. My messages didn't post according to my view of chat, but Patreon is monthly and does not have the course. Okay, school you can pay one time and have lifetime access, and the course there is a difference. See, Casey's much better at pitching this than I am. One of these days, I'm gonna be real good at being a YouTuber. Probably right about the time 2027 when I'm calling it a decade. Actual versus, yeah. So those are the numbers. Earnings per share 158, beat of 153. Revenue posted 67 billion, beat of 66.2. Everyone's saying that now, so I'm going to assume they're not making something up. TradingView will eventually catch up. I'm just surprised we're not seeing anything off of this. No price action after that kind of run up. If that were true, then I would say we're looking for a continuation up, which would be green. Zizu. Is that a Mizzou kind of thing? I was just at Mizzou. Hey, man. How Aya life? Been a minute from me. It has been a while. I do remember your name. It's been going. So far, I'm up on my Nvidia position locked in at 196.85. So I guess I could get back in, make a few cents. I guess not lose a few cents, get back in, get a little extra cherry on the top. I refuse to believe this is the move. So I guess we're just gonna be waiting on the call. I'll hop back on Twitter and read off the numbers for everybody because it looks like we just got an influx of people here. Do me a huge solid and hit the thumbs up button for me. So this is per X. Earnings per share $1.58, estimated $1.53. Revenue $67.4 billion, which beats estimates of $66.2. Data center $61.3 billion. Record AI demand surging. You know that's what Jensen's going to say on the phone call anyway. Jensen's not going to come out and say like, we're slowing down. Gross margin 75.2% above forecast. The Q1 guidance $74 billion above the $72.5 billion consensus. So those are your numbers. There's a beat. However, you would not know it based off the charts. I've seen stocks move more on a Sunday with just Robinhood. When is that call? Is the call in another 30 minutes? Nvidia, turn it on and off again. I think he means turn off and back on again. Yeah, no kidding. Did we forget to post the numbers? Did we just like text a friend the numbers and forget to tell Wall Street? Bearish liquidity going into earnings on the 1 minute. Come on. I'm sorry. If you're following the 1 minute, yeah, I just haven't found a profitable trader that is doing that. So I find it hard to believe. Where is Jensen? Jensen getting his leather jacket ready for tomorrow. I'm just scrolling through X right now, just reading it, hoping to keep you guys entertained. Over 100 of you here, but not over 100 likes. So do me a huge solid. So the call is at 3:30. We're talking 4 minutes. We can wait 4 minutes. Let's find that. Let's find that call. Man, I don't want to. Of course, all the YouTubers are covering it live, but I'm trying to find a live stream we can play. Stock Market Live. I'd hate to do that to him, but he's usually good. He might play a random air horn throughout somebody talking, though. Let's see. What we got? Nvidia earnings live at 3. Stock Market 10K. Trader TV. This is why we need like an. Every company needs a YouTube channel. I like it when Tesla's live. Bloomberg Television. All right, guys, who am I pulling up to watch here this earnings call real quick? That's good. Investopedia, Yahoo Finance, Business Insider. Before this opens. Trade Brigade. No. Where is mine? Mine says conference call scheduled today at 4 p.m. That's when it usually is. 4 p.m. Central Time, right? Outside of watching YouTubers, where are you guys picking this up from? The investor page? So 63% in the poll. There's a poll. Is Nvidia going to be bullish or bearish? Right now, we're 63% bullish. The call is at 4 p.m. Central Time. All right. So we got 30 minutes to chill. 30 minutes for you guys to we can break down other tickers. We can break open a Pokemon pack. Seems to be pretty popular these days. We could find a $1,000 card. Let's find that. Let's go investor.in. Okay, let's see. Investor's corporate profile. Transcript, press release. Oh. I'm looking for it, guys. On my other, looks like we finally got some kind of reaction right here. So there's where Wall Street actually gets the news. Remember, I told you guys there'd be wicks to both sides. So that's all the algos. Algos right now are scanning keywords and finding that. Now we have a spike. Yeah, now Wall Street woke up. What are we on a delay here? That's crazy. A little bit of push up. So again, my thing is it was green, but it's not going to stick. So we're going to see that now. If I'm right or wrong, right? So I already sold my Nvidia shares. I bought Nvidia shares, right? Had a great run up, and then I went ahead and trailed them, which tagged out today at 196.85. But then I also bought SOXS, which is a leveraged 3 times ETF for bearish semiconductors, which right now, no doubt, should be down. Yeah, $1.56, getting wrecked. But we'll see, come morning time. I don't think it's going to. The reason why I bought shares instead of calls was for this exact moment right here was I would be locking it in and then letting it turn around. So 64% of you so far were right. Hopefully you guys, if you voted bullish on that poll and you're not in options contracts, do you want to leave that money on the table? Just some things to think about. Now, if I was long an options contract, what you could do is short shares right now. Take whatever deltas you are, because, again, stocks are hard deltas, options are soft deltas. So if you're at a 54 delta long right now in your options contract and you went short 54 shares, you essentially... You're a delta neutral. That's what a market maker would do. So tomorrow morning, let's say it rejects, your short shares would be up, your options contract's getting smoked, or if it continues up, your shares are down, but your options contract would cover that. You'll have to factor in volatility crush as well, but that's something you could do to kind of lock in profits. We're getting close right to the expected move. Hit that thumbs up button if you want Nvidia to stay up this high. Excellent hedge idea. I preach the same. Nice. Yeah. There's always a move to be made. Sometimes you got to get crafty with it. I need 25 of you to hit the thumbs up button. If we do that, I'll stay on till 4. Over 100 likes, I'll stay on for the call. We'll find the call. I don't care how many thousands in Pokemon cards I have to open up while we wait either. Gets real awkward when it's quiet, huh? We're at 202. Right at the expected move, there is a zone right here. Sorry about that. If you're new here, market makers do follow me. They are curious as to where the next sell order is. Yeah, you can buy order flow, or you can just follow me. If you open up a hedge fund, that's one of your 2 options, and that's right about here is where we would see some sell side activity. I'd be blown away if we just went right through that. Well, to the 4 people hit the thumbs up button, I appreciate you more than you know. Granted, if you want me here past 2027, better start hitting that thumbs up. We need this channel to wake back up again. And whoever voted bullish on the poll now, you're a little late. That's cheating. And we're not here for digital high fives. Make yourself feel good. Should have locked in that poll. Real question is now: are we gonna hit this zone and sell off, or what? I'm very curious to hear what Jensen has to say now. Let's see. Oh no. No. Oh gosh. If you're bullish, your heart just sink. Is it in your stomach? I need 19 more thumbs up. If you're long Nvidia and you want it to stay green, I would hit the thumbs up. I might even log in on my grandma's account while she's taking a nap and hit the thumbs up under her as well. Leave it playing in the background too. Let me get some links up here so we can see what's going on. Let's see. Continue without an account. Register for this event. I won't bore you guys with that. All right. Guest registration. I am an individual. I'm an individual attendee with some people watching me. Want to avoid registration in the future? No, I just want you to get on with it. 4 p.m. Add to Google Calendar. I don't really use a calendar, but we do this time. All right, what are we breaking down? I need a vote in the chat right now. Other stocks or what can we do? Coin. Check that out. Ooh, let's check the other one to see what they're up to. Coin's having a good day. Honestly, this is probably the time to short coin. Bitcoin's push is probably what drove this. I doubt it's going to stick. And then if Bitcoin pulls back, so will coin. What's AMD up to? Nothing there. Let's go SOX. Nothing really crazy there. A little bit of a push on SOXX. Ooh, we haven't checked futures. What's this doing? So we're pushing up the there's the NASDAQ and the S&P. Grandpa Dow up for a second, but then back down. NASDAQ moving. I guess we can delete this line now because it is no longer relevant. Anytime there's a wedge, you always just delete the one that broke, and then we'll just keep that other trend line in play. Man, does anybody short the NASDAQ right now? Because that would be crazy. Let's see. Sorry about that. Let's get back to Nvidia. Let me know in the chat right now. Is your keyboard broken? What do you want to do for the next 20 minutes? We got 20 minutes. Now, I could sit here quietly, but I can do that by myself. Don't you think it's a little bit better if we all do something together? There's 90 of you here. 91. Let's at least get 45 answers. That's at least half of you with a working keyboard and thumbs that work. Tell me right now. Should we break down other tickers? Would you sit and twiddle our thumbs? Because then do you really need me to do that? Or do we just open up that Pokemon pack, which is what we do at the end of the stream, and get it over with? $107 votes, 67% bullish. 33% bearish on the is Nvidia bullish or bearish poll in the chat. Euro USD short. Okay. One second. Don't I have, that's Euro. I'm actually long the Euro USD. Let's get to Owanda. Yeah, so I went long just in this zone. Nothing's happened yet. We're just hanging out. No, so I'm still in my long position on this one. Let me see. Yeah. Do it, Don. I don't know what M Stark do what. There's a delay from what I say to when you guys hear it and finally type back. So when I give a few options and someone says, "Yeah," I'm like, "Oh yeah, I will." What is it? What am I yeah into? What's Microsoft up to? Making a run for it. Just an overall green day today. Tesla been a while. This zone right here is just gold for Tesla. Apple, we have that event coming up March 4th where they announce nothing's changed but new product. Google ultimately holding. Palantir 134. Is it time? Is it time to get a little Palantir action again? I think Palantir could get cheaper. Palantir is one I'm keeping my eyes on, but I do think it could get cheaper. Amazon's still an amazing dip buy. Amazon and Microsoft are the two big names that are amazing dip buys. You want something a little bit spicier? Netflix. Killed it today. I am in Netflix, so but I'll be honest, I'm less red. That's all that is. It really bugs me when other YouTubers do this too. They're in a position and they've been in a position forever. They're just wildly down this position, but then they can't wait to talk about daily how it's up 10% and how they knew it and how they were right. Really they're just less red. My next big add-on is going to be this weekly zone down here in the 60s. That's the spicy one right now. Let's see what Nvidia's at. 201. Come on, Jensen, don't let us down. We know he's not going to say anything bad. He's going to come out and be a cheerleader for Nvidia for sure. Again, the expected moves for the week, everything we knew that would happen is these two white dash lines. It's something I do every Sunday live with you guys, an hour after futures open. We usually talk about that. Let's see. You expect Netflix to get down to the 60s? Yeah. Probably. There's something wrong with YouTube chat. It's not posting our messages. Now that's interesting. Maybe that's why the chat is so slow. Um, the chat is very awkwardly slow. I will say that. If I haven't read your message, it probably didn't show up. Let's see. Can we get a chat check? Jump in the chat real quick and say something, anything, because a couple people have said that the chat's not working, which is awkwardly slow. I will say that. NVTS. I haven't got that one. Semiconductor Corporation. Banging day. Awesome day, but it's really hard to draw zones on something like this. Something this cheap. It's usually this price for a reason. Volatility's there. Market like the big participants usually aren't in here, which is usually what I am kind of following and tracking. Just hitting that zone right there. I'd say there's your next one. And then right in there would be your bottom zone. Flowrida says, yo. Well, Flowrida, I think you're the one with the working keyboard. SIVR, Physical Silver Shares ETF. So I'm not in this one. I'm in SLV. Silver and gold is something that I am buying. So I started buying GLD and SLV to hold. Now, as soon as silver gets back above this, I think we'll be talking about a reversal on that trend and maybe get some more buyers falling up behind it. Here's the one. I'm in SLV. So it's just right behind yours. Yours just has a couple letters difference. First message didn't post. The second one did. Interesting. Ashley, she says, hello, with a lot of L's and a lot of O's. You'd have to play like YouTube speed at like 0.25 and then listen to me say hello back. And that's the same thing. Tommy says, yo, this is working. Are companies like ZS totally cooked, or is this an opportunity? Is that Zscaler? I don't know if I would call that an opportunity. It's internet security, right? I wouldn't. Oh man, you know what? Let's get Ray out here, little baby Ray. 1 connecting point, 2 connecting points. I'd hate just throwing money in on a line like that, but it's. I don't think internet security is going to go away. Cloud-based internet security. So this says engages in the provision of cloud-based internet security platform. It offers zero trust exchange. We don't trust you. Zscaler's client connector, Zscaler internet access, Zscaler private access. Okay. Headquarters in San Jose, California. I can tell you what I wouldn't be doing is I wouldn't think. What I don't like doing is when people are like, "Oh, look where it's been." Like, well, it's not there now. It's probably for a reason, and who knows whatever the reason is. But don't just look at this and assume from 155 to 315 and you're going to double your money. Look at it as where is this an opportunity and where was I wrong at that opportunity? Being able to recognize that and just kind of getting out quicker as opposed to like whoever's been in this just kind of holding this, watching it bleed. You'd rather want to stop the bleeding quicker on that one. Casey says I posted so many times too. Okay. Can I look at MU? I'm not seeing the level on TradingView. Yep. Here it is. You can go ahead and screenshot this if you can't see it. I'll zoom in so you can see the zones. Make them bright for you while we wait. Bang, bang, boom. I do like they're at 100% like ratio. Again, if I haven't read, the chat is going so slow that I am reading these messages. So if I haven't read your message, it's because it hasn't come through. Looks like some people are having some issues with that. Let's jump back to Nvidia real quick and see where we're at. So we're back down to 200 now. So far, rejecting that yellow zone. It's not that it's magic. It's just another coincidence, really. That's all that is. Don't let it fool you. Ooh, now are we above that zone? How many sellers are going to be in this zone? Was that it? Did we find them all and then we're going to just send it right through, or what? Let's see. Looks like Casey finally got the links to show up. So if you're watching this as a recording, I guess, props for sticking around this long. But you can click live chat and it'll show you what's in the chat. But there is the school and Patreon link. So if you just want to check it out, again, school has like the course and everything and the lifetime access. Patreon is the, if you want to just try it out, the monthly thing. It's there. I just post what I'm doing. The last thing we did was we did buy hymns, which hymns had a green day today. Sent it. So we bought hymns. And also we locked in VRT. We bought that at a zone. Look how much more we made when we look at the 15-minute chart. So we bought this in the zone and just locked it in. Was it 254? So yeah, I want to say 254, 253. Casey's saying short Google, it's not working. So shout out to everybody that took those plays. Hymns, I'm telling you, I'm accumulating hymns. It's going to be a little bit before I give up on this. So far, I've never taken a big loss. My biggest loss was like on options contracts. It was on Amazon. And Amazon just went sideways. So don't think I haven't taken a big loss. But I mean, YouTubers will come out and they call out one specific stock. And so far, everything I've called out as a hold, I'm right. I haven't been wrong. I don't know if I've been wrong at all. It sounds incredibly cocky to say. I'm sure I have been at one point. But so if HIMS just gets delisted, this will be the first ticker that someone's dying on this hill. It's going to be this ticker or me. I don't care about the GLP ones, and neither does their balance sheet. I think this is overblown as far as HIMS goes. So I am buying up quite a bit of this. No rush. I'm accumulating just a little bit here and there every week. If it has just monster green days, I'll sell calls against it. But right now, I'm not even selling calls. I don't even want to get in a position of it screams up, and then I have a sold call on it. I'm not even going to be in management mode on this thing. But I do like it. I do think it is cheap. This is not financial advice, nor do I care what you do with your money. Period. Hopefully that's clear enough. We got 5 minutes until the earnings call, and Jensen's going to take over. Let's see. You know what we can do in 5 minutes? Let's do this. Let's see if we can find a $1,000 Pokemon card. You know what I'm saying? Something we started doing at the end of every stream is, should be this camera. Yeah, there we go. What is this? USB cable? Okay, so Paldean Fates. We're going to pack out here while we wait. We got 5 minutes to kill. And since the chat's not working and I can't hear you guys' call-outs, and by here I do mean read. Gosh, why are these so ridiculous? Let's go with this one. This is a tech sticker collection. Man, they put a... Okay, we got that one. Let's get the trash out of here. So there's what, a Bubble Mew that's in here. If we get that, it's like $1,000. If you do have kids, well, little ones, they do like the stickers. Shiny Mastiff. I don't know if I do have to move my cameras over because I don't know if I'm clear or not. I gotta say this camera is awesome, but the autofocus, maybe it's the lens, you know. Ooh, let's open the odd one out. Odd one out. We're doing it. Full send. Now, if we get what should we do? Like, if we get the big card? If we get the big card, do I sell it and split it with you guys? That could be kind of fun. Maybe that would increase some people to show up and hit the thumbs up button for me. Got to hit the thumbs up and the subscribe if you want to partake in the winnings. Nimona's backpack. Does anybody who's wearing these? I thought a lot of guys were starting to wear these little over the shoulder things, and like one day they just kind of disappeared. It seems like. We got who's the tech guy? The mouse. Anyway, it's him. A Paldean student. So we did get a hit. Ultra rare. Bunch of students. They're here to learn. They want to learn stocks too. You know, we can't leave everyone out. Even in the Pokemon realm, they are here to learn. We got 2 minutes to kill still. That's enough time for another one. That's enough time for a chase, for something cool, you know? Really, really sending it. Put the energy to the front. Psychic. That's what a lot of people think I am if they just follow my channel. Can't tell if something's there. Try to look at the edge and see if we see something. Looks a little textured if you ask me. Which means it could have something. Doesn't. Shining Pelipper. Swoobat. So not two, but these two are considered hits, so I don't know how much they are. A couple bucks. Who knows at this point? This is we can pull them up. It's crazy watching some of these prices go up on these. And I'm going to have to make an investing video about this. I'm starting to see a lot of them pop up. And people are saying Pokemon is better than stocks. And I'm a big fan. But I'm not a big fan of hearing or saying stupid stuff. So I would prefer people, don't say stuff like that. Because that just bothers me. Let's see. What is this called? Paldean Fates. Hang on. Let's get the keyboard back out here. Let's look this up. What was it? See? There we go. One of these days. There we go. All right. So I guess this is so here it's a $500 card. It was $1,000. Right? At one point. Look, they have price action. Price action on these cards. If it's graded, it's $1,000. Never mind. So raw, if we were to find that card, you could sell it for $500. What did we get is the question. Let's just. Oh, we're already down. We're already in the $12. We're looking for that Pelipper guy. This is what you can do when you're bored, passing by time. That and Palday and Student is what we got. So $50 is how much those three actually cost. That pack we just opened was $50. So we opened up two out of them. So there's still a chance we get a banger. So that card is worth $273. Almost. Oh, that means that Paldean Student, we either passed it or it sucks. Oh, no. Now I'm really, so much for one pack, huh? Hey, listen, it was close. So there's two Paldean Students. We got, did we get the cheaper one? We even got the cheaper one, 163 cents, 162 cents. So we got $3 worth of cards. So we turned $50 into $3. This is how, ladies and gentlemen, you make money with Pokemon and why they're obviously better than stocks. Obviously. People need to quit saying that. I can't even begin on this video to tell you how different that is. Oh, we got the, where's my Nvidia alert? We're not live yet. God, get out of here. All right, so here is the event so far. We're doing nothing. Banging. Materials, leave, settings. No, we're here. All right, so when that starts talking, we will know. Make sure I'm on the right thing. Red, let's see, webcast link. I want to stay for this. I really do, but it is killing me with this YouTube chat being so slow. Not getting a reaction yet. There are no materials for this event. Are we just late or am I? See, I have so much problems with tech that I don't know if it's me or this place. Makes me nervous. Let me find it. The market closes from 4 to 5. I say call it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. YouTube chat. Okay, it's not showing. Yeah, especially with YouTube being down. Let's go ahead and I guess let's go ahead and call it while it's here. If something crazy happens, I guess I'll have to make another video talking about a reaction. If something wild comes out, but we know Jensen Huang's going to come out and just say, this is great. Demand has never been so high. It's a crazy surge. And that's it. So, ladies and gents, I'm going to wrap it up here. I'll see you beautiful people